Okay, so following is just a little video to help you with small program that put together just to help you make use of the time that you have while we're all off school because of the level 5 restrictions. So we have gone through a lot of different stuff over the internet, and I picked out stuff that I've tried myself, and it works for me, so hopefully it'll work for you. There's about 26 different exercises here, and you do them for 20 seconds at a time, and you get about a 10-second, or actually 20-second rest in between, because what we do is we just, on the sheets, and I'll send them out to you, we leave time to fill them in, the number of reps that we can do, and we'll see how we progress. Hopefully the numbers get higher and higher as we get through it. So ideally you do this every day, and you'll see the progress that you will make after maybe week 1, week 2, week 3. What are we doing in it? Okay, so the main things that we're doing it, we're just going to try and help you improve your periphery vision, your hand-eye coordination, okay, your soloing, how your timing for soloing the ball, your strike of the ball, okay. We're going to try and correct people who are generally stooping over, reaching out, overreaching when they're soloing. We're going to try and focus on getting good strikes. The ball comes back up exactly where we want it. So when we're going to top speed, we have much better control over the ball, and for when we want to change direction as well. And then the last couple of things are going to be just our hand pass, our striking of the ball with our hand. Okay, and just try to get into some good habits. So the first thing that we'll be doing is we're going to find block wall, good hard wall that you can bounce the ball off, okay? Or just have everything in fairly close proximity to each other. So we want an area here, even if you want to get a piece of cardboard would do, and you could do this with it. But what I've done here on this wall, now I'm going to paint it, so I don't mind if I have to repaint it, because what's a bit of paint, right? So what I've done here is I've just set it up. I have got a piece of tape at nose height, alright? Put the piece of tape on the wall, right? Don't put it up fully. And then I've just got a little bit of rock salt, small bit of rock salt. You could use a bit of hundreds of thousands. You can get some fennel seeds from the kitchen, something very small. Just drop it in there, okay? Put up your tape, you rub it on the wall, and then just get a pen or red marker and just mark around it, okay? The reason that we do that is so that when we put our finger onto it, we can feel exactly where our fingers need to be touching, okay? So the first exercise is, and just to show you, painter's tape will come off the wall. If you take it off gently without pulling paint off the wall, but again, ask permission, okay? If they say you're not allowed to put tape on the wall, get a piece of cardboard. It's maybe not all the cardboard's been thrown out enough Christmas. Get a bit of cardboard and put a bit of tape, do it that way, okay? And you can put your cardboard, lean it up against the wall, bring it somewhere where it's high enough that the midpoint is at nose height. These then are out just kind of shoulder width apart, alright, and but same about an equal distance above and below, alright. So what we do is we're going to cover one eye, alright, so when we work on the right hand, we're covering the left eye, and vice versa, okay. And what we do is we're going to get ourselves nice and close up to the wall, okay. We're going to cover one eye, so we cover the left eye. We're going to use the right hand. What we do is we're going to put our finger on our nose. We're going to touch the center point. Okay, so the finger comes back to the nose. Now, our eye has to maintain absolutely on that dot. Our eye is not allowed to veer off of it. The eye has to be fixed on that. Touch our nose, and then we are slowly, we're trying to find that point of the wall. Okay, back to our nose again. And again, slowly down to the lower section. So I just cheated there, my eye drifted off that way. But the whole point is that you keep this eye focused on that point, and you're using your periphery vision here, okay? You're using that to try and get your finger onto the dot, alright? You're focusing on that all the time. And then you switch over, so again, same thing, same distance, alright? Just the length of your elbow to your tips of your fingers. Cover your eye and tip your nose, to the centre point. Keep looking at the centre point, tip your nose. We're going to try and tip the top one. Keep looking at the centre point, tip your nose. Keep looking at the centre point. Keep looking at the centre point. Do not, at any time, do not break your gaze from that. At all times, maintain your gaze. Right? So then, you've got a time limit. We're going to go for 20 seconds. So you will stop. You'll have 20 seconds of a break. So you have enough time then to write in your score, whatever it was. And then you move on to the next one. So we've done that on the left and the right. Then we've got a straight throw, what we call cup catch. Alright? So, straight throw and cup catch on the left hand. So these tennis balls, I prefer, if you have a handball, you want to use it, okay? But you need two of them. So you're going to go that distance from the wall. And again, your eyes are going to be focused on this at all times. You're not watching the ball, you're looking at this. So your brain is going to start taking in all the information that's coming in a little bit further out, right? So what we're going to do with the left, we're going to throw it up and catch it. Okay, we're going to catch it with an open palm, like that. So it's just a cup catch, alright? So we're going to do that as many times in your 20 seconds, always looking at that dot, okay? Then you get your break, right score, and then you move on to the right hand. So again, focusing on that dot at all times. Don't break your gaze. And then the third one is, you write your score, and the third one then is both hands, right? So again, you're looking at that. You have to look at that, because if you look at one or the other, you're going to miss the other. So it's, okay, looking right at the wall. Don't look at the balls. Let your brain start gathering all the information that's happening outside that centre point that you're focused on, right? So just like on a pitch, if you have a ball, you run on top speed, someone's coming against you, you want to be able to pick up people that are running out there and there, or further on. So you want to start taking in all this information. Now we move on to the next one then is, it's a straight throw with a snatched catch. So what I mean by snatched catch is you're going to tack the ball. So we're not waiting for the ball to come to us. Like in a game, you're going to tack the ball. You want to be the first person there, so you're going for the ball. So again, we'll be looking at that point. His left hand is going to be snatching, snatching, snatching. 20 seconds, right score. Move to the right hand. So it's going to be snatching, snatching, snatching. Again, make sure your stance is fairly neutral. We don't want to be standing with our knees locked up like that. Okay? That's not what we want. We want to get shoulder width apart. Alright, get our distance right. Bend the knees slightly. Neutral stance. Now, then, right score. Then we're moving on to two balls. Again, nice neutral stance. So you're going to focus on that point at all times. Alright, don't look at the balls. You look at the balls. You look at one of them. You're going to drop the other. Alright, 20 seconds of that. And then you're going to go left to right, left to right. Okay, so we'll go back to one ball, we'll leave one here. So, look at that point in the wall, see the distance. Alright. Focusing on the point in the wall at all times. Alright, so then, right score down. And the next one then is left to right. Two balls, so you're going to have to take it nice and gently, nice and slowly, relax, and then you're going to have to try and cross them over, hitting off the wall without hitting into each other, right? So one goes high, one goes low. So then we move on to placing, we're going into the solos then. So your soloing is going to, first thing we're going to try and address with soloing is what some of us do. Soloing is, we could be soloing way out in front of us, or we're reaching out forward, or the solo can be going way off up there, over there. So what we want to do is try to focus on getting a good strike, a good controlled turn of the ball back up onto our hand, nice and gently. Okay. What we do is we're going to put something in between our elbow and a rib. So you can use a tennis ball, or you can use a ball of socks. You can put it in there. What we do is, again, you're going to get 20 seconds. So you're just going to try to stay upright. Again, neutral, good neutral position, and you're just going to solo back up to yourself, okay? Controlled, everything is about control. So you're going to try and land it back into your hand each time. You're going to focus on your timing, focus on the flick, and focus on just getting the connection right between the ball and your foot, alright? So, you have 20 seconds of that, then you switch over, so you're going to get both sides done, alright? We're aiming for return back into this hand here, alright? Then you're going to be doing both sides. So you're going to get two balls or 2 pairs of socks, alright? And you're going to, let me show you, tennis balls, because it can be a bit of a pain in the backside, but that's the whole point. Okay, so we're just trying to isolate these movements. So again, so left and right. Alright, practicing both feet. Very important to be able to do all these things on both feet. So again, write down your score. So you've done left hand, right hand, both feet. Next thing we're going to try and do is we're going to try and stop, because a lot of us have a habit of reaching out, stooping down, doing that when we're solo. So if we're solo, we're reaching down really far. So instead of keeping ourselves nice and upright, keeping our chin up and being able to look at everything that's going on around us, what we're doing is we're going bending down like that. Bending down like that. We don't want to be bending down like that. If we're getting a connection, we should be able to keep upright. Okay? We should be able to just solo upright. Okay? Eyes go down the ball when we're soloing. We want to keep our chin roughly about the same height all the time. So it's just our eyes that go up and down, not our head going up and down. Alright? And again, if we do with the left foot. What we're going to do for this is we are going to pin our shoulder blades. So we're going to get our shoulder blades against the wall, like that. Maybe, if you want, you can put a tennis ball there. Put it up a bit higher up. So keep it that height. So again, we're going to try and avoid reaching down, stooping over to collect the ball. Let's focus on getting the ball back up to us, where we should be able to kick it back up to. Alright. So we'll be going 20 seconds on the left. Alright. We'll be going 20 seconds on the left, trying to get your solo. Then 20 seconds on the right. And that happens, okay? When it happens, just get back to it as fast as you can. And then obviously you got both. So you're going to have 2 balls. You're going to have your shoulder blades placed against the wall. And then you're just going to try and get sole off each. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? So as many of them as you can in 20 seconds. Then you're going to do a straight solo. Alright, straight solo, 1 ball. So it's going to be just a normal solo. After you've done those first 2 exercises, then you're going to just focus on trying to get a good stance, stay upright, okay, try and keep your chin up, and then you're going to try and get as many solos as you can in 20 seconds. Alright, so we start on the left, and it's going to be as many as you can. As many as you can on the right, okay? As many as you can. You're going to try and stay upright, keep your shoulders back, keep your head up, get ready to just see what's going on all around the pitch, and try and put that timing and striking of the ball into practice, okay? Then you're going to go 2 balls. So again, just try and stay upright, stay alert, see what's going on around you, okay? So it's 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the left. Make a point of getting your head up each time, okay? So eyes on the ball, head it back up again. Eyes on the ball, head back up again. Eyes on the ball, head up again. Okay? No harm to keep looking left and right each time. Good habit to get into. Again, keeping the elbows in tight, keep the shoulders back. so that when we are running at top speed and our elbows are in tight like that, we are able to move as fast as we possibly can while soloing at the same time. Then the next one we're going to do is we're going to do dummy solo. So the dummy solo is very simple. Player is coming in to block. So we're going to solo back to ourselves. So we're going to go as many as we can. Right, there's the first dummy. Turn around, 1, 2, 3. Dummy solo. Defender coming in again. Turn, 1, 2, 3. Turn, 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 turn. Left, right, left, right. Then we'll make it a little bit more difficult. So write our score down. Then we go to dummy solo 2 balls. So we're going to dummy across from the defender who's about to block. Alright? Obviously I'm not left footed. Each time as you go to do your dummy solo, try to get down a bit, alright? Because you're turning at the same time. That's the whole point of dummy solo, is that it's changing direction, it's throwing the defender off. So it's turn and you're gone. Again, write your score down for that. Then next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on our hand passes. So what we're going to try and get used to is weight the ball, okay? So we use these big ones here. So there's a couple of kind of hand passes that we're going to be able to deliver. One very important one is when the ball comes in, when it's a very, very quick exchange of passes. So the ball comes in, catch it your fingers, and then somebody's coming at full speed. You want to be able to pass the ball like that to them. So very, very gently. Because if they're running top speed and you put a ball like that into their guts, chances are they're going to drop it. Alright? So we want to be able to just gently. So the first exercise is going to be, again, just fingers, arm's length from the wall. So you're just going to be, we'll focus, move over here, again, focus on the middle. Eyes on the dot, and each time we're just striking the ball hard enough that it's going to come back onto our hand. We don't want to be doing that. We want to be just putting enough power into it. That's it. Okay, so it's all about the weight of the ball and the weight of the pass. Then write down your score. Next one, open finger strike. Now, these things can be done outside because it can get quite noisy. People may not appreciate that. So, if you have the setup outside, then we'll keep using it outside. Next one is open finger pass, alright? So, we're going to be meter back to the wall. And the technique that we're using for this is balls in that hand, we strike, and we push the ball past that hand. So we'll have the ball there, hand, striking hand comes past the holding hand, alright? And we will be changing our weight over from foot to foot, depending on which hand we're using. So if it's a right hand pass, we're switching our weight over onto the right foot. We're getting the ball across just in front of our hips because we're going to be holding our elbow fairly rigid. We're going to pull the elbow back. Again, like our running, our shoulder is going to do an awful lot of work. We're going to run through. We're going to keep our hand open like that. Nice strong fingers. And we're going to push through. So it takes time to get used to it. If some of us are used to doing that, or some of us are used to doing that, it'll take time to get used to striking like that. But once you get used to it, there's far more control and far more precision from the tips of the fingers than you will from your fist or the palm. Okay? Promise you. So we're going to push through. Make sure you get past that hand every single time. Alright, we go pass, catch. Switch over, pass, catch. Okay, switch over, pull back, strike. Switch over, pull back, push through. Pull back, push through. Push the hand towards the target each time. Right? You continue like a golfer. You follow through the swing, you follow through the hand. Just like a hook kick, you have to follow through. If you don't follow through, you're not going to get the accuracy. Follow the hand in the direction that you want the ball to travel. So, okay, make a point, changing, switch, switch, switch. Okay, so we stay nice and flat in front of the wall, but we switch, switch, switch the weight each time, switch, out, push through, switch, out, push through. The first one is going to be done from a meter distance. Write your score. So again, it's both hands. So the exercise is going to be, and use the dots on the wall. Okay, try and hit the dot every single time. All right, as many as you can in 20 seconds. Write your score. Then you're going to go 1.5 meters. Repeat. 2 meters. Repeat. 2.5 meters. Repeat. All right. So if we can get that, then maybe we can. Once we get comfortable at 2.5 meters, then we can start going further afield. If you have somebody to pass it back to you, even better again. Okay, but if all you have is a wall, then especially in close like that, you don't need anything else. So these are things that we can do at home on our own. We don't need people, we don't need a pitch, we don't need posts, we don't need anything other than a couple of balls, a couple of clean sets of socks, a couple of tennis balls or handballs, something will come back to you. That's about it really.